Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome and good evening actually from the UK. Hi, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan and everybody knows me as Madalene, and I bring you today the film and music show. And what's really exciting about this is on USA Global TV and Radio, but as I was saying, what's very exciting about it is that we have had 3 seasons of the film and music show. And we've had a colourful array of actors, actresses, all people from the creative, singers, songwriters, musicians, you name it, writers. We've had the whole lot. And so I'm very excited to say that this is season 4. Before we bring on our exciting guest, I would like to chat to you, take this opportunity to talk to you about a very exciting project. In fact, it's not a first project because it's our second book, and it's a book collaboration with the lovely Dr. Jacalyn-k, the CEO and mothership leader captain of USA Global TV and Radio. I joined together with Dr. Jacalyn, and we felt that all the creatives, that there was a big movement of their hearts opening to their passion, purpose, and belief in what they wanted to do. So what we did, we worked with a few collaborations of creative heart awakeners, and they put their story in there. They also were able to promote their brand, and also they were able to give a message to humanity. This is a big movement that's happening, and everything is about small steps, right? So this is called the Creative Heart Awakening book. We have completed book 1, which did very well on Amazon, and we also had the Creative Heart Awakening show as well. We are now on the Creative Heart Awakening Book 2. In fact, our next guest is actually in the process of becoming a collaborator on the Creative Heart Awakening Book 2. But without further ado, let me bring on today's guest. He is an amazing man. He's an amazing actor, starred in a lot of feature films. For example, a police constable, an alien, a Greek soldier, a reverend, you name it. And also, he also is a motivational speaker and an ambassador for the World Youth Empowerment. USA Global TV viewers, I give you Ambassador Jay Long. Come through. Come on in, Jay. Come
Hello. Hey, thanks for having me. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Jamie. So, I was going to say, Jamie, can you let our viewers know exactly? I've given a short overview of what you do, but can you let them know who you are, what you do, and why you do it?
Yeah, sure. My name's Ambassador Dr. Jamie Long. I'm a full-time actor, singer-songwriter, um, and a speaker, and also an ambassador for various charities around the world. I set my project up called Youth Empowerment Worldwide, and it's ever since doing my trip to the Philippines. And I thought, what can I do to give back? And growing up as a kid, I had struggles. There wasn't support. And with the way things going, I've seen so many young people are being deprived or not experiencing opportunities, education because of it could be because of bullying, it could be because of finances, domestic abuse, situation, a whole wide range of things. And I thought, why don't I start using my presence, my contacts to start building a project that focuses on helping people around the world, these young people, to give them an opportunity? Because in my eyes, everybody's equal. Nobody should be segregated because of their sexuality, their skin color, their race, their religion, or anything, or poverty. It should not be. Everybody should be entitled to the same form of education and vocational experiences. And I'm designing a pilot scheme to help young carers at the moment gain recognised qualifications, because they don't have the help at the schools and everything at the moment because of all the budget cuts. So that's me really, and then obviously releasing my music and doing all my filming. That's it in a nutshell.
Well, that's a beautiful, colourful, hard shell with a soft centre. Beautiful. Thank you, Jamie. Going back, I just want to refer back to the fact that your mission is to help and raising awareness for children that, as you were mentioning, bullied, certain scenarios of where they feel limited in their life.
Yeah.
What was the reason why you wanted to work with children? Is it because something that happened that's related to you?
Yeah,
In
it's
some
a
way or
mixture of
form?
both. I had a lot of stuff happen to me. Obviously, I lived on the streets. I wasn't academic because I had a lot of health needs, education needs, um, and I come from a poor family, and I was very um, pushed to one side, wasn't able to achieve what other people were achieving, weren't able to do. And it's only through my hard work and determination that I joined the army, got a degree, got my honorary doctorate degrees, got a TV series now coming on in USA Global TV called Spread Your Wings, starting in June. And I thought, I don't want other people to go through what I'm going through. And with the way the world's going economically and financially, more and more people who aren't 100% academic being pushed aside and missed out. And it needs to stop. And if I can be a voice of that and give these young people an opportunity to achieve their goals, then I will. And it's from being in the Philippines as well, seeing people, well, all my traveling around the world, not receiving education, but actually some of these people are very, very good at hands-on roles. So it might not be academic, but they can still achieve it by doing practical. And that's why I want to set all the vocational programs up.
That's wonderful to hear. And by the way, congratulations for your doctorate for humanity and being the
Thank you.
ambassador for the World Youth Empowerment, which we will talk about that later on in the program. But what I would
Yeah,
like to talk about is, first of all, I want to thank you for having this wonderful humanitarian heart for the younger
thank
generation,
you.
because I absolutely agree with you, Jamie. The fact that the younger generation are lost. They're completely lost. And it's up to us as the adults to help them, to guide them. And because of your talent and your knowledge in the field of filming and the creative arts, I feel that it's wonderful to give back. And you certainly do give back and help.
Thank you.
What I'd like to talk about is about your actual filming. I
Okay.
went on your spot. I went on your how can I say, your social site where all your films were, and
Yep.
I noticed you played a Greek soldier, a reverend. Goodness
Yeah.
me, all kinds of, and these are feature films as well.
Yeah.
Can you help anyone that would wish to go in, that would want to experience? Can you, in a short amount of words, explain what was that experience like to be on a major feature film?
Wow. Um, it's it's still surreal now. Obviously, I still do it, and it takes a while to set in. Obviously, having a main feature role, starring with big A-listers and everything. But what people need to realize, it's not easy. I actually started out as an extra, so a background artist, and I always volunteered for all the really rubbish jobs. So if a producer or director was like, "Oh, we need someone that's scrubbing toilets for the scene," I'd automatically volunteer myself to do it. If I was making a coffee, I'd make the producer and directors a cup of tea as well. It's about standing out from everybody else, but not thinking you're better than everybody else. Dream work makes a teamwork. So I'm not just there to make a film or to be an extra. I'm there to do whatever I can to make sure the production is good. And then from that, it got me noticed more and more, and I started working more and more. And now I start doing all the feature roles. And today, yeah, I believe it's 20 movies, 4 TV series, and 2 music videos. And I'm currently doing my own feature film. So just work hard at it. Don't give up on your first setback.
Congratulations. That is phenomenal. 20 films, what you said, 40 television,
4 TV series and 2 music videos.
40. Oh, goodness me. And 20 feature films.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Really well done. Absolutely, in every way. I can actually
Thank you.
resonate with you with extra work, because I used to work for an agency, and we used to work with a lot of people that did extra work and doing feature roles. And I commend you in every way. Honestly, I did one job, I did 2 jobs, and I was absolutely bored. I really was. It was like I was just talking, and there was so much food to eat. And
Yeah.
then when it came out to film, what, 2 minutes, boom, finished, done.
Yeah.
So how
And
did you manage to have the patience at that time?
I think because I kind of watched what the behind the scenes was doing. So I'd ask questions as well, and I'd see how it was run from behind the scenes. I'd show an interest. As I said, I'd make the producers, directors drinks, get them food, just silly little things like that, which obviously got me recognized. But I've had it before where I've been on set for 12 hours, makeup, costume, and then they say, "Oh no, we're not using you now, so you're not needed," or they use you, and then when it comes to seeing yourself on the film, you either see the back of your head, or you're not even in the film. But it's a constant, just keep pursuing it, pursuing it, pursuing it, and that's what I did.
And how long have you been pursuing filming? What age did
So
you begin?
14 years now. I've been going 14
14.
years, so I was quite late
That's
going into it. I was in my 30s, going into it, but I've always been into like entertainment stuff. So I've always been an entertainments manager for holiday parks, and as I was always told growing up, I was a drama queen. So I think I was just destined, really. And then obviously I do street dance and jazz. So yeah,
Wow, you do street jazz.
and I can do the
Oh
splits as
my
well.
goodness.
Not bad for a
That
20
is
stone
not
man.
bad at all. Well, actually, coming to stunts, do you do your stunts in the
I do
films?
all
Do
my
you
own
do your
stunts. Yeah,
own?
I do all my own stunts.
Jamie the stuntman as well. Oh my goodness. So how do you separate when, because you're a father, you have children?
Yep.
Do you have
Yep.
children, Jamie? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do you separate the home life from your creative life?
Well, thankfully, my kids are into like acting and dancing, and three of my children are on the same agency as me. But as soon as I get to the front door, then my status, who I am, what I do, that's left at the front door. I become Jamie the dad.
Do, do you feel that it's important to do that, to become, because some people, they have so much ego in this industry and they take that ego home as well. So the fact that you're very humble, so I think
I don't take it seriously.
yeah, do you think that's a key to being successful and maintaining the two different lives?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It there's people I go to meet and greets with, and as celebrity guests, um, that I appear. Um, Sorry, 2 seconds. My daughter's just come running in. 2 seconds.
It's all
Right, go
right.
downstairs a minute, please.
Hello.
Yeah. Um, so I separate the two. But I know people who, because they've been on a reality show, um, they charge £20 to have a photo taken with a fan. Whereas me, I don't. I wear when I'm at home, I wear rubbish clothes. I go charity shops. I say hi to everyone. I'm chilled back, and people say, yeah, but you're famous. I'm not. I'm just me. I still go to the toilet. I still eat. I do everything the same as everybody else. Difference is I'm on TV or the cinema, and that's what you need to be, because what you got to realize, if it weren't for your fans, you wouldn't be where you are today. So you need to
That
give back to your community and fans as well.
I love that, Jamie. I feel that the way the world is going on, as you were mentioning earlier, it's not about just being in your art, in your creativity, and being ego about it and isolating everybody else. It's about bringing everyone together in that. Fantastic. Jamie, I want to go on to talking about your trip to the Philippines. Can you tell our audience what the trip was about and why you decided to travel all the way across the world to the Philippines?
Yeah. I'm the men empowerment for leaders of all nations international. And I'm part of their group. I've won an award with them. And then an opportunity come for the World Peace Summit and United Nations over in the Philippines. And I thought, do you know what? I've never been. I was nervous about going because obviously with my mental health. But I went, and it was the best time of my life I had out there. I met so many new people, and it was a totally different way of seeing things. Meeting everybody from around the world who's part of the um, Lonely group, um, and it was just a whole surreal thing. We had SWAT teams, we had police escorts everywhere we were. It was just phenomenal, and the Philippines is like a second home. I would happily live there permanently. But a lady, Dr. Robbie Motta, I always go by her word. She said, show up is the key word, because you never know what happens. And from showing up is where I got my um, project of youth empowerment worldwide. I got that from there, and I've got a lot of support and training that from them. A book with them that we're doing. We're off to Mexico in September for another summit. And whilst I was in there, I was made an ambassador of a children's cancer charity um, over in Davao. But yeah, the Philippines was amazing. I learned a lot from it, and what you can learn from the Filipino community is phenomenal. You know, it's such a poor country, but everybody's always smiling, everybody's working hard, doing what they can, you know, and then you've got children and babies living on the streets, and it is really sad, but everybody seems really happy and they can't do enough for you. Um, and yeah, I think I needed that to kind of find who I was as well.
Thank you for sharing that, Jamie. The fact that also you saw another part of the life. Have you ever experienced where children and families are on the street?
Only in war zones, obviously being
Right, in war
ex-military.
zones. Yes, of course you were, weren't you, in the military?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that your motto in the way of show up. If you didn't show up, it clearly signifies that you might not have got something else
Yeah.
that led on to something else and something else.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we tend to block things, don't we, by
It's about taking that leap of faith,
yes, fabulous, Jamie. That's
because the worst they
yeah,
can say is no, or the worst it can be, you know, whereas me going to the Philippines opened a lot of doors for me, a lot of doors, and a lot of
yeah.
contacts.
Oh, fantastic. I just want to ask one more question, if it's okay. Well, not
Yeah,
one
sure.
more, but I'm really interested how, because of being in the creative arts and being the filming and the singing, the whole industry, there's a lot of rewards and abundance, but there's a lot of emotional roller coaster being upset. How did you manage with rejections? How, yeah.
I struggled very hard at first with rejections, but then I've come to realize it's if at first you don't succeed, then try again. Learn from the mistakes, learn from the rejection. You know, you have to go constantly. You have to. I've been knocked back 5 times from one thing before I've even got it. You know, and it's about not giving up on the first knockback. Just use it to make you grow. And if you want it that much and you're hungry for it, just keep going for it, because then it will. The bridge will be there for you. You know, it's not about giving up on the first hurdle. And yeah, I've took 2 steps forward, 5 steps back multiple times, and I still am sorting out all my projects and everything. Um, but you just got to keep working at it and not give up at the first hurdle. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say.
Oh, sound advice, Jamie, in every way. And for all our younger viewers out there, where sometimes they go to pieces, and it's understandable with this industry, you have to be
Yeah,
strong. And you clearly have shown that you didn't give up, you carried on, and you just went along and built your building. So you did build your Rome, but it wasn't in a day, but you
no,
did build your
it's been
Rome.
years. It's been years, and I'm still growing. I'm still building.
You certainly are. And that's what makes life enjoyable,
Yeah,
doesn't it, really, in every way?
it is.
I want to talk to you about your singing career. You brought
Yeah,
out a couple of singles, one especially that's very close to your heart.
yeah,
Can you explain to the viewers about why this song that you released was close to your
yeah,
heart?
sure. 2017, my son passed away. Um, Stillborn. I wrote a poem while he was in his little casket in my arms. Um, and then I thought to myself, I read it at his funeral, and I thought, what can I do? Because there's not really that much help for fathers who've lost children. Um, so I wrote it into a song, and all the money from it went to the stillborn and neonatal death charity. And I recorded it with an amazing friend of mine, Deborah Finella, who she sings on most of my singles with me. And then we recorded it and we released it. And yeah, it's such an emotional song, and it's in a powerful song, and it's just about speaking it from a father's point of view of losing a child. Um, and that's the other thing that I do with it. And most of the music I'm releasing is to do with some form of, whether it be mental health, like my new one, Let's Talk Men, is coming out. And then I've just decided to change it up, called Summer Vibes, which is a clubbing song, which I thought I'd just try and throw something different out there. But I want people to realize that men suffer just as much as everybody else. And if I can help men deal with their grief, because I didn't have the help, then that's a bonus for me. And if I can do it through music, then even better.
That's so heartwarming in every way. And you're absolutely right in the way that men do not get the support that they should really receive. And everyone thinks that men are the strength and the strong ones, and they shouldn't really cry or break down, because they say, look, the mother carries the child, so it's the child that's connected to the mother. But I really agree with you. Myself personally, I've had the experience of a stillborn child. So I totally resonate with you. Jamie, if anyone would like to listen to your song, have access to your song, where can they listen to your song?
Everywhere. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, Amazon Music, it's on YouTube. Just type in Gone Too Soon. I can send a link to you, and you can put it on after the show. I'll send you a link for it.
Absolutely, Jamie. We'll do that, of course, we will. So you have the new song, Let's Talk Men, or Summer Vibes, you've called
It's
it?
cool.
Let's
Well, I've
Talk
got
Men.
11 singles coming out. Yeah, 11
11
singles coming out over the next 2 years.
What about your album?
There's an album coming out, but I'm also asked to do a kind of anthem, national anthem song for the state of Burland, from the Queen Eden out there. They've asked me to do it, and I'm part of their country now. And yes, so I've got Let's Talk as a mental health one. I've got some other mental health ones. I've got a homeless one. I've got one called Spread Your Wings. I've done one for the cancer charity called Braveheart. Yeah, there's loads. So they're all coming out over the next 2 years.
Well,
And all the
I
money
think
from
that's
every
amazing.
single's going to charity.
It's so commendable. And it's in life, when you give back, you receive more abundance. Do you think that's the key structure to you, Jamie, to your
I
success?
think so. Everything I do, I don't do to receive anything back, even if I don't. But if I can just help one person, whether it be from the mental health side of it, becoming an actor, working, employ anything. If I can help just one person, because I do a lot about men's domestic abuse, violence, rape, and all that sort of stuff, which I'm a victim of, and just helping one person is a good enough goal for me. But I do it because I don't want other people to go through what I went through, and I didn't have anybody fight in my corner.
I think you're incredibly strong. I think you're a lion heart. I think you're so strong, and we're so blessed to have you on this show, in the way that your energy, your strength, your wisdom, your guidance. I'm sure that we're going to see a lot more of you, Jamie. A lot more.
Yes. There'll be a lot
Reaching
more to come.
yeah, for sure there will be. And we'll definitely have to have you for another interview for part 2, for sure,
Yeah, sure.
about that. But before we close, and we've got a little bit of time, Is there anything that you feel, Jamie, right now, inspirational, right on there, that you would like to contribute and say to help change the humanity?
Yeah, wow, there's loads. First of all, if you want something, dream it. If you dream it, believe in yourself that you can get it. And once you've believed it, achieve it. And I just want it out there. There's nobody. We're doing a mixture of the TV and film as well, but with the humanity side of it, we do. Nobody's born a racist. Nobody's born a thief. Nobody's born an alcoholic. Nobody's born a drug user. And people need to realize that. And then when you see someone on the streets, whether they're an alcoholic, drug user, or homeless, don't judge them. Take 5 minutes and speak to them, because I guarantee you, everybody has a story. I lived on the streets at the age of 15. I remember sleeping in shelter in shop doorways, and I had people urinate on me, throw food at me, set my cardboard on fire. Um, and then another guy, there was a guy I was speaking to who was homeless and into alcohol. He actually used to be a chief inspector, and he lost everything because he came home from work, and people he put away actually burnt his house down with his wife and kids in it, and he just hit rock bottom. So next time you're out and about and you see a homeless person or something, just say hi, you know, and it'll make you feel good. If you see an old person walking down the street, smile at them. You know, a smile costs nothing, and you'll start feeling good in yourself, knowing that you've put a smile on someone's face, because you don't know what that person's going through. You know, it's all quick to judge everybody, which we do as a society. You know, social media is a big problem for it, you know, all the trolls, but everybody's facing a battle you can't see. I've got loads of battles that I'm fighting and people don't see. You just don't judge, you know. Everybody is equal, everybody deserves fair and opportunity. And we can make a world a better place just if we do that one small change of saying hello or a smile to somebody.
Wow, you've left me absolutely. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's phenomenal. That is great advice. This is just fantastic wisdom. My goodness, USA Global TV viewers, we have a star in the making here. Oh, he already is a star, actually. That's Ambassador Jamie Long. It's just amazing, the fact that you were on the street at 15,
Yeah.
and you had all that backlash.
Yep. I'm
thrown
also a
at you.
victim of being raped, domestic abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault.
You're
But
an
you know what?
angel of
I'm here.
mercy.
I'm here to tell. And this is a good thing about obviously being part of the USA Global TV, because I've got my show coming up in June, Spread Your Wings, and it's all about the mental health, abuse, domestic abuse, and everything.
Wonderful. And anyone out there who would like to go on to Jamie's program, Spread for Wings?
Spread Your Wings, yep.
Spread Your Wings. Please do get in contact and DM Jamie, because he's looking for wonderful guests out there that are feeling comfortable and feel uncomfortable to talk about that sensitive subject. So we at USA Global TV and Radio are absolutely honored and blessed to have you on board with the family on the mothership of USA Global TV and Radio.
I'm so happy. You know, Dr. Jacalyn is a legend, and it's so nice to have her as a mentor.
I absolutely agree with you. She is a pioneer in every way of how the real media business should run and be. And that's why so many people are magnetizing towards her, like yourself, me, and everybody else out there that's coming towards us.
Do her courses. You'll learn so much from them.
Absolutely. Power of elevated listening. In fact, if Dr. Jacalyn came through now. Is that your daughter?
That was, yeah.
Oh,
she's a proper daddy's girl.
Is she?
She's 3.
She's 3. 3, and probably asking all kinds of questions everywhere.
And she loves it. She plays for the camera. Or she's part
Oh,
of the agency that I'm with for filming and modeling. So yeah.
3 years old, starting as young as that. But at least she's got the guidance and protection of her father, because a lot of people, when they're young, don't have that protection. But anyway, let's
No.
not go on to that. I just want to say, Jamie, thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining us on USA Global TV and Radio. And before we go out, do you want to say, is there anything else you would like to talk to our viewers about? You got 2 minutes.
Just okay. Any questions you guys have, Google me, Jamie Long actor, or go on all my social media platforms. And if you have any questions, please DM me or go via Madalene. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, advice, anything you need. I'll do my best to help you and support you.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in and listening to our wonderful guest, Ambassador Jamie Long. And remember, any of you creatives out there who would love to come on as a guest, please do get in touch. Please DM, go on to usaglobaltv.com and go on to book your session. And please do come on as a guest. We are booked May and June, and part of July. So we have openings for August onwards. So please do get in touch. And I would like to say thank you so much. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, although you can call me Madalene. In fact, I might just be called Madalene. I really feel I should be. Anyway, before we close out, I would like to just remind you all that the Creative Heart Awakening book 2, both myself and Dr. Jacalyn are working on this. This is book 1 we have, which did really, really well. And we have book 2 exactly like this. And it's about everyone that has found their creative heart. Now, it doesn't have to be film and music. With the creator, with the universe, and having your passion, purpose, and belief, and your brand, your story, and relaying it to the world out there. For there is a big movement, the Creative Heart Awakening. So please do get in touch to become a collaborator for the Creative Heart Awakening book. Before we close out, I will say to you that I am a singer-songwriter, an artist, and I am a soul awakener. So I help people to awaken the creative genius within them. I help people to awaken their soul language, their heart language. So if you want to follow me, which I do have Star Child here, which is a musical and a book, and it's about overcoming fear and pain and suffering and entering into the portal of love, unity, harmony, and peace on earth with the help of cosmic beings out there. Ooh, how wacky is that? All right. I will see you next week for another exciting guest we have. I've really thoroughly enjoyed this, and it's been a wonderful episode. This is our 4th season of the Film and Music Show. I would like to say thank you with all my heart and soul to our producer and the CEO, Dr. Jacalyn, on USA Global TV and Radio. From the UK, I'm Dr. Madalene Chan, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, viewers. Much love. Bye-bye.